Hi everyone, I'm going to share an interactive read aloud for the story One Green Apple. I'm going to kind of pretend that you're my students, so follow along with me. I'm supposed to... One Green Apple by Eve Bunting and illustrated by Ted Lewin. Let's take a look at the cover and let's think about the title, One Green Apple. What do you see? And what do you think this story will be about? Turn and tell your partner. Another option for the cover could be, depending on what you want your students to discuss, what do you think the significance is of this one green apple that this girl is holding? This is my second day in the new school in the new country. There are to be no lessons today because we are going somewhere. Other days will not be like this one. Tomorrow I will go again to the class where I will learn to speak English. Mothers drive us to the start of an orchard where a hay wagon is waiting. We climb on and lean against the bundles of hay. The wagon is pulled by a tractor and we jolt along. I think it odd to have boys and girls sit together. It was not like this in my village. Turn and talk. How do you think Farah, the main character, is feeling about being a new student in a new country? And how do you think she feels about going on a field trip and why? Turn and talk to your partner. The students know each other, but they don't know me, and I don't know them. I can't understand them when they speak, and I can't speak to them. Some are friendly, but some look at me coldly and smile cruel smiles. I hear my country mentioned, not fondly. I would prefer to go home. My father has explained to me that we are not always liked here. Our home country and our new one have had difficulties, he says. But it will be good for us here in time. How much time, I wonder. What do you think some of the challenges of speaking a different language than your peers might be? Take a second to think about that and then raise your hand and share. What do you think some of the challenges of speaking a different language than your peers might be? I'm different too in other ways. My jeans and t-shirt look like theirs, but my dupatta covers my head and shoulders. I have not seen anyone else wear a dupatta, though all the girls and women in my home country do. What kind of person do you think Farah is, and what characteristics do you think Farah has to have to be able to go to school in a new country? Turn and talk to your partner. What kind of characteristics does it take to be brand new at a new school in a new country where you don't speak the same language and you can't really understand your peers? Turn and talk to your partner. The girl who sits next to me smiles and points to herself. Anna, she says. She points to me. Farah. I nod and say, Farah, which is my name. Then I look across the field where cows graze. How do you think interactions like the one Anna make Farah feel? Turn and tell your partner about a time where someone has made you feel like Anna has. I'm tight inside myself. 3 dogs come and run in front of us. I think they belong here and know the way. I once had a dog called Hattis. We stop at a place where apple trees bunch together. I find out we are to pick the fruit. Old apples have fallen in the grass, and 3 dogs are eating them. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Their crunches sound like Hattis's. How do you think hearing the crunching sounds like Hattis's made Farah feel? Could she be feeling more than one way? Turn and talk. This is an opportunity where you could also maybe model your own thinking. I think the crunches of the dogs reminded Farah of her dog Hattis, and I think it might feel good to hear familiar sounds, but also at the same time, I think Farah might be feeling a little upset about the fact that she's missing her old country and her dog. So I think it's possible that Farah is feeling more than one way in this instance. Our teacher gathers us around her. She talks to the class, then she looks at me in a kind way. 1, she says. She touches an apple, then picks it. 1, she says. Again, I am to take only 1, as the other students have done. I nod. I want to say, I understand. It's not that I'm stupid. It is just that I'm lost in this new place, but I don't know how to tell her. Do you think Farah's teacher is treating her the right way? If you were her teacher, is there something you would do differently? Turn and talk to your partner. It makes me sad that Farah feels that she has to justify that, or explain that she's not stupid. I believe her teacher would know that, but it's just kind of disappointing that she feels that way. I pull away from the rest. Beside me is a tree, shorter than the others, that does not seem to belong. It is small and alone, like me. A few hard green apples hang from its branches. I twist one off, and it fits perfectly in my hand. I'm thinking Farah finds comfort in the tree that doesn't belong, and the hard green apples because they're different. And I think she feels a connection to the apple. We hold our apples and run and slide down a hill. The dogs race ahead. Their ears blow backward, inside out, pink and shiny. At the bottom of the hill is a little crooked house made of wood. I wonder if a cow lives in it, or a goat. Perhaps it is the home of a shepherd. In the house is a wooden machine with a metal handle. I see no cow or goat or shepherd. The house is here for some other reason. Our teacher lines us up one by one. We plop our apples into the machine. I will be last to drop my small green one. My teacher seems about to speak. Then she shrugs and smiles. A boy shouts, "Hey!" He moves toward me, as if to stop me from putting in my little green apple. But he is too late. It has already gone. How does the teacher hesitating and the boy shouting, "Hey," when Farah goes to drop in the green apple, symbolize what is happening in the story? Turn and talk to your partner. There are blades inside the machine that chop the apples. Chunk, chunk, chunk. The students begin to push on the handle that presses the chopped up apples. The skin and pulp stay in the bag while the juice flows through. I hang back, not sure if I should be with the others. Pushing the handle must be hard. They lean against it and grunt. I am strong. I can help. I take a step forward. Anna calls and waves to me to come beside her. A boy makes a place for me on the handle between them. I am pleased. We push and push. It is hard, but we're working together and we can do it. The juice drips down. Drip, drip, drip. How do you think Farah feels about helping her classmates push the handle? What do you think she's hoping for? Raise your hand and share. Our teacher has brought paper cups. We line up again, fill them, and drink. We lick our lips. I think I taste my special apple. Apple cider, Anna says. That must be what we're drinking. I say the word inside myself where it can't be heard. Apple. The other word is too difficult. Our teacher is speaking. She's holding out a bag for our cups and making signs that we must get ready to leave. I love how Farah refers to her apple as a special apple. I hope that she knows that just like her apple, that she too is special. Anna sits next to me in the wagon as we ride back. There's a boy on my other side, Jim, he says and points at himself. I nod. Jim, I say silently. Hay tickles my arm and makes Anna sneeze. It smells of dry sunshine. Jim pats his stomach and a belch jumps from his throat. Everyone laughs. I do too. Laughs sound the same as at home, just the same. So do sneezes and belches and lots of things. It is the words that are strange, but soon I will know their words. I will blend with the others the way my apple blended with the cider. I take a deep breath. Apple, I say. Anna claps. I smile and smile and smile. It is my first outside myself word. There will be more. It seems as though her classmates are warming up to her, and it also seems as though she's feeling more comfortable. Even enough to say her first word. I think Farah will be just fine. How do you think Farah is feeling, and how would you help Farah if she were your classmate? Turn and talk to your partner. The end.